Alright, we're back with another video here. Today we are going to be changing the pump pinion on a Husqvarna. This is a 450 Rancher. However, if you looked at our video last year that I did when I was changing the oiler on it, you saw that I converted a lot of the internals on this from a 460 Rancher, hence why I also have the 20-inch bar rather than the 18-inch bar as the 450 does come with. And the reason I did that is because I wanted a steel oiler on there rather than the plastic one that the 450 comes with, because in the span of 2 months I probably went through 3 of them and I just wasn't having it. So if you want to check out that video, I'll leave a little link over here for you. However, we're gonna have to take the same approach, taking out all the gearage air in here. I gotta pull out the spark plug to jam the motor. So to start off with, you basically need your 1/2-inch socket. Take that apart. Alright, what I like to do when jamming the engine to prevent it from spinning, I'll use a screwdriver. I know there's a lot of guys out there that like to also use rope. However, I found with rope that if you don't use the proper gauge rope, when you do go to spin off this gear here, because it is trying to turn the motor over, the rope itself could turn over with the motor as well, and then you're gonna have a more difficult time getting the rope back out, because now you have to turn the rope, the engine back in reverse to pull the rope out. So I would recommend using some sort of screwdriver, something that you know that won't break. And as usual, you're gonna want something that you can take off this gear here. Now this is a reverse thread, so instead of righty tighty lefty loosey, you're doing the reverse of that. So left is tight and then right is to loosen, and so that is called a left-handed thread. Now I just need something heavy to hit it with. Alright, I got my electrician's hammer here. So there's a little nub on here. I'll see if you can see that. Right on there it says off, and then there's a little arrow showing you exactly how to do that. So you put your flathead on there, give it a little spin, your screwdriver in there will hold it. And so you can see how that just comes off there. Now we're gonna have to clean up some of this grease in here. Alright, this is the old pinion pump, or pump pinion should I say. And if you look at it from the old and the new, you can see how there's a lot of wear in there, in that round area there. The inside here is very rough, and then if you look at the threads on here, they're just worn, and you can see that they've been just chewed apart. So again, just like last year, the oiler on this one was plastic. And I believe that the 460s also are plastic, because I was looking for steel ones, but couldn't find them. Mind you also that these are $26 Canadian, so they're not very cheap. One thing I'm going to do while I'm in here is I'm going to clean out the insides, because I do have wood on the go today. So we'll clean out everything we have in here. All right, so what I did was I replaced the pinion pump or pump pinion. In this one here, at the same time, I took out the oiler, kind of took the compressed air to it, just cleaned it right off, cleaned all the internals with some good old WD-40, just to get everything cleaned up once again, because it's not too often you go in there. And just by spinning the gear here alone, you can see that some oil already has started coming down. One thing I do like to do before I put the bar and chain back on and close it all up is to make sure that it's working while it's operating. And a quick note where that pump pinion went. It went right above this protection plate here, just before you get to the actual oiler itself. So it'll sit on top there, and then the gear will sit on top of that as well, and that's what creates the whole thing to spin. So I do like to fire it up just before I go. Let it spin. You just watch it. So we can see some good oil coming out of that now. It's all working out great. One quick note to let you know, even though these were $26 a piece, it's highly recommended with the shortages coming around that you get multiple backups of things, especially if they're plastic and something that you would use as much as I do on the Homestead, like a chainsaw. So if you need replacement parts on your equipment that you use, get multiples, because when things get hairy, you're going to need them, because we're going to need wood to heat our place regardless. So that's a quick note. I'm going to put this back on here, get a new chain on here as well, and got to go cut some trees. So hopefully you got some info on that. If you got any questions, please do DM me, hit us up in the comments below, or you could also email us as well. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and TikTok as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.